Welcome to this Seltzer CRM screencast on how to install Seltzer CRM. You can find the code and installation instructions on the Seltzer GitHub page at github.com/elplat/seltzer. Let's take a look at the instructions. You can find them here at the bottom of the README. The first step is to create an empty MySQL database on the web server you'll be hosting the application on. I've already connected to my web server and opened MySQL, so I'll be creating a database from the command line. We also have to create a user for the database. And we'll choose secret for a password. I would recommend choosing a more secure password for your production installation. Okay, so now that the database and user are created, we can move on to the next step. We need to download the code itself, which you can also find on the GitHub page. Make sure you're looking at the master branch and download the zip from this button on the right. We'll save that and unzip it. Next, we want to copy the sample config file and rename it config.inc.php. Then we want to go ahead and open that file up in your favorite text editor. In this case, I'll be using Komodo. Now we want to fill in the information for our database. So we'll add the user, we'll add the password, and we'll add the database name. You can also customize things like the site title. The email from setting is used in the from address when the system sends an email to members. So we'll use noreply@seltzercrm.org. Email to lets you specify who receives an email when, for instance, a new user is created. We're going to be installing the code in our web root, so for a config base path, we only need to put a slash. If we were installing it in a subdirectory like CRM, we would leave it as is. If you have Amazon payments enabled, you can put your secret and access key ID here in the config file. And you can specify which modules you want to enable. So we'll enable the key module, we'll enable payment, Amazon payment, billing, mentor, and leave it like that. You can also configure the main menu, and this looks pretty good. It gives you the home page, members page, plans, keys, payments, accounts, reports, permissions, and an upgrade menu. Now that we've finished setting our configurations, we want to upload the entire CRM folder into our server's web root. I've got my server's web root open in CyberDuck here, so I'll just send it over SFTP. And now that that's done, we can go back to our web browser, open up a new tab, and go to install.php on our web server. If all has gone well, you should see an installation screen like this, and you'll notice that the title bar has the title that we put into the config file. So we need to give them an email for the admin user and pick a new admin password. We'll use BExcellent, which is the password on our demo site. And now you can log in. The admin user is always admin, but you can use your email as well. And now you see we have a working installation of Seltzer CRM.